Hello, guys. What if the key to wealth isn't just hard work or luck, but a mindset you can unlock right now? Imagine you're scrolling through your phone late at night, your bank account glaring back at you, and that familiar knot of worry tightens in your chest. You've been grinding, working long hours, maybe even picking up side gigs, but financial freedom still feels like a far-off fantasy. You wonder, why do some people make it look so easy while I'm stuck spinning my wheels? What if the real secret to success isn't about working harder, but thinking smarter? What if a single book could rewire your brain to attract wealth like never before? That book is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, a legendary guide that's transformed dreamers into millionaires for nearly a century. This isn't your average self-help fluff or a get-rich-quick scheme. Hill spent 20 years studying the minds of history's greatest achievers. Think Andrew Carnegie, Thomas Edison, and Henry Ford, to distill the exact principles that turn ideas into empires. Think and Grow Rich is a roadmap to mastering your mindset, not just your money. Let's meet Joy, an IT professional whose life was flipped upside down by this book, and dive deep into the lessons that can change your trajectory. Joy was a 34-year-old IT specialist at a mid-sized tech firm. She had a stable job, a modest apartment, and a 401k that ticked upward slowly. But beneath the surface, Joy was restless. Her paycheck vanished into rent, student loans, and the occasional splurge to treat herself. She dreamed of financial independence, maybe owning a home, traveling the world, or starting her own tech consultancy, but self-doubt and a fear of failure kept her stuck. "I'm not the entrepreneur type," she'd mutter, comparing herself to coworkers who seemed to have it all together. One day, a podcast mentioned Think and Grow Rich. "It's not just about money. It's about thinking big," the host said. Intrigued, Joy grabbed a copy. What she found wasn't just a book. It was a wake-up call. Napoleon Hill's big idea is that your thoughts create your reality. He writes, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." Through 13 proven principles, Hill shows how to harness your mental power to build wealth and success. Let's break down 5 key lessons that transformed Joy's life, with stories and insights to make them crystal clear and relatable to you. Point 1. The power of burning desire. Hill says success starts with a burning desire, not just a wish, but an all-consuming passion for your goal. It's the difference between "I'd like to be rich" and "I will be rich no matter what." He shares the story of Edwin Barnes, a broke nobody who became Thomas Edison's business partner simply because he refused to take no for an answer. Barnes had no money or connections, just an obsession to work with Edison. He rode a freight train to meet him and kept showing up until he got hired. For Joy, this was a gut punch. She realized her dream of a tech consultancy was just a nice idea she hadn't fully committed to. Hill's advice? Turn your desire into a crystal clear goal and make it your North Star. Joy sat down and wrote, "I will launch my tech consultancy, earning $15,000 a month by December 2026. She taped it to her bathroom mirror and read it every morning. It wasn't just words, it was a promise to herself. Suddenly, she started saying no to distractions like binge-watching shows and yes to learning about business. That clarity gave her energy she hadn't felt in years. Why it matters to you. Think about your own dreams. Maybe it's a side hustle, a promotion, or paying off debt. Are you obsessed with it, or just hoping it happens? A burning desire pushes you to act, even when it's scary. Try Joy's trick. Write down one specific goal, e.g., "I'll save $5,000 by next summer," and read it daily. Let it light a fire under you. Point 2. Faith. Believing in the invisible. Hill's second principle is faith. Unshakable belief that your goal is not just possible, but inevitable. Doubt, he warns, is like a virus that sabotages success. To build faith, Hill suggests visualizing your success as if it's already yours. He tells of a man who imagined himself as a wealthy executive, down to the suit he'd wear, and eventually became one because his belief shaped his actions. Joy was skeptical. Visualization sounded like wishful thinking. But she was tired of feeling like an imposter in her own dreams. So she tried it. Every night, she closed her eyes and pictured herself running her consultancy, meeting clients in a sleek office, her logo on a website, her bank account growing. She even practiced her elevator pitch in the mirror. At first, it felt awkward, but over weeks, something shifted. She started acting like a business owner, researching LLCs, networking at tech meetups. That faith led her to pitch a small business for an IT overhaul, landing a $3,000 contract she never would have dared pursue before. Why it matters to you. We've all had moments of self-doubt, like thinking, I'm not smart enough, or I'll never get ahead. Faith is the antidote. You don't need to be religious. Just trust in your potential. Try visualizing your goal for 5 minutes a day. See yourself debt-free, in a new job, or running your own gig. Notice how it changes your confidence and choices. Point 3. Specialized knowledge. Your unique Edgel argues that general knowledge is useless for wealth building. You need specialized knowledge that makes you indispensable. He shares the story of a young engineer who learned everything about radio technology in the 1920s, becoming a pioneer in a new industry. Knowledge alone isn't power. Applying it is. Joy realized she'd been coasting in her IT job, doing the bare minimum to get by. Her skills were solid but outdated, and she wasn't standing out. Inspired by Hill, she invested $200 in an online course on cloud computing, a hot skill in her field. She spent weekends studying, earning a certification that boosted her credibility. Soon, she was offering cloud migration services to small businesses, charging $150 an hour instead of her old $50. That expertise didn't just grow her income. It gave her confidence to pitch bigger clients. Why it matters to you. In today's world, skills are currency. Maybe you're in retail, healthcare, or freelancing. What's one skill that could set you apart? It could be learning SEO, mastering Excel, or even public speaking. Pick something specific, invest in it. Even free YouTube tutorials count, and use it to solve a problem for others. That's how you turn knowledge into cash. Point 4. The Mastermind Group. Your Success Squad. Hill says no one succeeds alone. You need a mastermind group, a circle of people who inspire, challenge, and support you. He points to Henry Ford, who leaned on advisors to compensate for his own gaps in knowledge. Your network, Hill says, is your greatest asset. Joy was a loner, hesitant to bother successful people. But Hill's words, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with," made her rethink her circle. She joined a local tech entrepreneurs group, nervous but determined. At first, she felt out of place among founders and CEOs. But their advice on pricing, marketing, even handling rejection was gold. One member introduced her to a client who needed IT support, landing Joy a $6,000 project that became her consultancy's first big win. Why it matters to you. Look at your friends or colleagues. Do they push you to grow or keep you comfortable? You don't need to ditch anyone, but add one person who's ahead of you. Join a meetup, a LinkedIn group, or even DM someone you admire politely. Their insights can save you years of trial and error. Who's one person you could reach out to this week? 5. Persistence. The grit to keep going. Hill's final lesson is persistence. The refusal to quit, even when life throws curveballs. He tells of an inventor who failed 10,000 times before creating the light bulb. Yep, Edison again. Hill says every setback hides a lesson, and persistence turns dreams into reality. Joy hit plenty of roadblocks. A client backed out last minute, and her first website crashed during a demo. Ouch. She wanted to give up, thinking, maybe I'm not cut out for this. But Hill's mantra, every failure carries the seed of an equivalent success, kept her going. She fixed the website, learned to vet clients better, and kept pitching. By month 12, her consultancy was earning $8,000 a month, and she was negotiating her first $20,000 contract. Why it matters to you. We've all faced rejection, a job you didn't get, a side hustle that flopped, a budget you blew. Persistence isn't about being fearless. It's about moving forward despite fear. Next time you hit a wall, ask, what's the lesson here? Then take one small step, send one more email, save $10, learn one new skill. Those steps add up to a new Joy. 2 years after reading Think and Grow Rich, Joy was unrecognizable. Her tech consultancy was pulling in $18,000 a month, and she'd hired 2 part-time developers. She bought a condo, took her first international trip to Japan, and felt a confidence she'd never known. She wasn't a billionaire, but she was rich in freedom, purpose, and possibility. Joy's secret? She didn't just read Hill's book, she lived it. Your turn to think and grow rich. Think and Grow Rich isn't about chasing money for money's sake. It's about becoming the kind of person who attracts success by mastering their mind. Hill's principles are like weights in a mental gym. Lift them daily, and you'll build a mindset that's unstoppable. Here's your challenge. Pick one principle today: desire, faith, knowledge, mastermind, or persistence. Make it practical. Write a goal. Visualize it for 5 minutes. Sign up for a course, message a mentor, or push through one setback. Track it for 30 days. You'll feel stronger. In a year, you'll see progress. In a decade, you'll be living a life others only dream of. Don't wait for a better time or a lucky break. Grab Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. There's a discount link below. If this lit a spark, hit the thumbs up, subscribe for more life-changing book breakdowns, and comment. What's your big dream, and which principle are you starting with? Let's build wealth, purpose, and a life you love together. Until next time, remember, your mind is your greatest asset. Start thinking rich today. Your dreams are closer than you think. Believe it, build it, become it.